Can we just talk about how amazing Jordan and Suni did today? Can we just talk about that for a second? So, as you all know, I was going live on Twitch for a while. That's why I had to stop making videos as much, because I was actually on camera for 2 hours a day, writing, trying to finish my book, all that, yada, yada, yada. And my account is now deactivated because somebody reported me. Long story short, they thought it was Arpy's account because I was showing some of my friends went to see her doing her gymnastics. And so I like turned the camera so they could see her do her gymnastics. And I'm sitting right here in front of the camera, and it was like, reported my account and said I was under 13. So that's that. I made another one, but it's just to actually be people, my friends that I already associated with, but I'm not gonna report on there anymore. So before I got on here to make this video, I actually went on Instagram and did a live. But after 20 minutes, not even one person had came through my room. So I'm not sure. I actually like going live. It was helping me to be productive, to be live and working on stream. Helped me to get my book done. I feel like I'm not just by myself sitting here doing something. I don't know. Help me stay on task longer. But that's okay. But right now, I am stamping my book. My book is called Struggle Ministries, Turning Life Struggles into a Ministry for God. And this is my stamp. And it says, from the library of Xballoway. And it got like some daisies coming out of a book right here. You can see it on this side too. It's just like the non-gold version. My mom bought me this for Christmas. I love it. So what I decided to do was take the back page, because nothing else is on here except for this scan, and stamp it right here. That's not the back page. Stamp it right here, and then sign it above the stamp. And I'll show you what it look like. But then I'm having a book release party this Friday. And so this blank page I would use to like write a letter or say whatever I want to say. So every book in that store though will have a stamp and already be signed. But the people who actually want something written in it will have it in a different place. I just jacked that up. How did I manage to put that back in the exact same spot? I don't know. Thank you, Lord. I feel like I've been doing so much stuff, like, for real. So that's what it looks like. You can see the seal right here. All right, if you can see the reflection. And then I just signed over it. And then I'm putting it in my box. I gotta keep 5 out for the library, our public library, to take. And then I just realized I have my other books that I ordered more of to have at the event and in the store somewhere in this house. So I gotta find that box, because I need to stamp and sign those too. So the only books really, honestly, that's not signed are the ones that you order straight from online, because they come straight from the printer. But if people get them from me, then I sign them and seal them. And I'm thinking about putting my book on TikTok, just because it kind of came up at the same time I was thinking about what I wanted to do. And I set up the stuff for the shop, but I haven't actually put the book on there yet, because that requires me to order the books, have them at my house. It's kind of like a extra step. Order the books, have them at my house, and then send them out myself, versus y'all ordering them on Amazon or Books A Million or whatever, and then they come to regular to your house. So it just kind of puts me as the middleman, and I'm trying to decide if I really want to be the middleman. Or if I could just say, go to Amazon and get the book. So, I don't know. It's really just, honestly, it's because people keep following I don't even use my TikTok. And I had decided to get off of it because I waste so much time. But so many people have been following my TikTok for whatever reason. I don't even know why. And so I was like, okay, maybe I should be over here doing something. But I'll figure it out in time. But today was gymnastics. And I set up for Arby's gymnastic club, I guess you want to call it. My hand's hurting from stamping this already. For them to all go to the movies, because our local theater is playing the Olympics in the movie theater every single day. And so we all went at 11 Central to go see the team finals today, and it was awesome. Arby went to sleep. She was so excited last night to see Simone, and she did not sleep. So when I got up at 8, I was like, why are you up? She was like, I'm dressed. Are you ready to go? It's time to go. And I'm like, it's not time to go. We're not leaving until 10:30. And so she was like, ugh. And then I came in here to the living room to do something. It was about 9 o'clock. I was coming to do my devotional. I went back there. That girl was knocked out 30 minutes later. I was like, why she gonna sleep through this whole thing and ain't gonna watch nothing? And that's exactly what happened. We got there. She was like, I'm sleepy. And then she slept through the entire thing. Like, everybody left. Swimming came on. This girl was still asleep. So I was like, I'm gonna sit here and keep knitting until, I gotta show y'all my knitting project. I was like, I'm gonna sit here and keep knitting until she wake up. Because I don't need me going home, because I'm finna go home and just watch the Olympics. I can just watch them on the big screen at the movies. I had got my hot dog before we went in there already, and my drink. I was good to go. But it was on like 2 hours long. But let's talk about, okay, Simone did good, yes. She's amazing, yes. She did what she came to do. She was hurt. What's the day? Sunday. She was hurt Sunday. And she performed like nothing was wrong with her, even after being hurt. Same thing. Performance today. Pulled it out. Got the gold for USA. Everybody got the gold for USA. But I want to talk about Jordan and Suni. So, if you've been watching what's been going on, Suni has been sick with kidney disease, I want to say it was. Or 2 different types of kidney disease. So, she had to take off and then come back, right? Now, I've been watching her since, not constantly, but since, I want to say Worlds or whatever was before the qualifying one. And I've been watching and kind of paying attention to her more. I got something else to say, but I'll say that later. Watching her more. And I was like, oh, yeah, you know, I had seen her other stuff before, but not really paying too much attention to it. And I was like, oh, I like her. She's sweet. You know, she seems sweet, blah, blah, blah. But not like I'm going to go look and search for her routines or nothing like that. Same thing with Jordan, right? I had seen her routine because they were talking about it was dealing with Beyonce and all this. And I don't like Beyonce, so I was like, whatever. But I was like, oh, Jordan, nice, whatever. But I wasn't like seeking out their routines. But in the past, however many meets I've been watching, I have been paying attention to them. But I was actually rooting for, at the beginning of the Olympic, whatever, trials or whatever. I was originally rooting for Charlize Jones and Sky Blakely. I root for all the girls, but I was rooting for them specifically this year, like watching them for real. And because I had saw them last year, I want to say. And I was like, oh, they, you know, they really good. And I had never heard of them, and so I started following them. And then when they got hurt, y'all, I was bawling my eyes out. It was mostly Sky because I was just like shook it. Do you hear me? Shook it. I was like, I don't even know what's happening right now. And then when Charlize got out, I was already distraught, and so I didn't have to process it in the same way I did for Sky Blakely, but yeah, they'll come back. They got plenty of time. So then I read the thing where they were talking about Simone, you know, helped Jordan on her bars and helped her get her mental right. And so, of course, I had seen her other routines, and so I was like, oh, she good. But I, of course, noticed things because I'm in the gymnastic world, and like most people, they just look at it and say, oh, that was good. That, you know, I noticed more things. I'm not gonna say I noticed everything. But I was like, oh, okay, you know, you still pretty, she got some mistakes, but she's still really, really good, right? And so when I watched her today, and I also am a person that's like, when it's a competition, I don't like silliness, which is kind of why I didn't gravitate towards her to begin with. Because, you know, she like to dance and hype up the crowd. And I know they do that in college, but I don't really care for it. That kind of pushed me away from her. But when I was watching her today, I have already grown to like her probably in the past 3 weeks. I was like, okay, you know, I kind of am digging her vibe, what she talk about, what she do, kind of stuff. But my daughter's been liking her more. And one of the reasons I do like Jordan is because I feel like she looks so much like Arpy. And I'm like, when I see her doing gymnastics, I see Arpy. Like, they just had the same kind of mannerisms and looks for the most part. And when she went up today, she was so serious. And so I could finally kind of see how she is as a competitor, not being in like a playing, joking mode or, I don't know. It's just my first time seeing her be really serious other than me watching like her little thing snippet about like she was from Washington and how she grew up and stuff she overcame. Other than that, which I liked her after that. Other than that, it was the only time I seen her like really serious. And I was like, she focused today. Like really focused today. Simone, of course, was same as well. But they, of course, are the leaders of the group. Jade too, but you know, she didn't qualify for everything. So I was just watching her, and every time I watch, y'all don't know this, but every time I watch a girl on gymnastics, when my daughter goes, like when we go to meets, I stay the whole weekend and watch everybody do their routines. Every time a child gets up there on that, one of those events, I feel like my child is up there. Like literally, I'm like on pins and needles. And cheering for everybody, like, you know, that's one of the things I like about gymnastics. Even though it's competitive, it's still like want everybody to win, if that makes sense. And when Jordan performed today, I just was like all in it with her. That's what I feel like. Her and Suni. Because I knew that box was gonna stay up there. I had already watched them in the trials and all that and saw the mistakes they had made previously. So I was kind of anticipating what could happen, what might happen, all that kind of stuff. And thinking about, okay, could they still do these things and still, you know, USA win? But I just took it one event at a time and just watched them instead of thinking about what I wanted it to be. And I found myself like saying, okay, girl, you know, like at the beginning of they about to get on, and I'm like, girl, you got this. You look nervous. Take a deep breath. You got this. And then I could see visible parts in their routine where they're like, okay, the hard part is over. I got this. And just to be able to see them do that today, like when Jordan was crying at the end of her floor routine, which I didn't care to see the floor routine. I just want to make sure she finished her passes because I know in the past she stumbled or failed or whatever. And when she was crying at the end, I was about to be crying because I was like, she did it. Like, I get so excited. I probably, honestly, I can say that I probably love gymnastics more than my daughter. I don't know if that's actually true yet. But my friend told me actually this week that my face only lights up when I talk about writing. But I feel that excitement too when I'm with gymnastics. And I don't know why, because it hasn't been a part of my world until Arpy started gymnastics when she was 3. And I just started learning a lot about it, maybe I would say in the last year and a half. It's just been like a crazy roller coaster of like, this is a place where you realize that God has put you in this place, and this is a place you're supposed to be. Like, this community of people. And I'm about to cry, so I'm gonna leave it there. Go ahead and upload this because I ain't got that much space on my phone, and then I'll turn it back on and we can talk some more. But yay, USA. Yay, go for USA. Thursday is the individual finals, so I'm looking forward to that because I want to see Simone's new move on bars, and I want to see I have to go see what Jordan and Suni qualify for, but yeah, it should be interesting. But I'll talk to y'all later about more stuff in a sec.